South Korean megastar Jimin of BTS was spotted arriving at Incheon International Airport looking visibly downcast, capturing the immediate attention of fans and media outlets worldwide. Returning to South Korea following an intensely packed international schedule, the artist's subdued demeanor stood in stark contrast to the usual energetic atmosphere that surrounds the global icons. Observers at the scene quickly noticed that despite the warm welcome from supporters gathered at the terminal, Jimin's mood remained unusually quiet and reserved throughout his walk. Through the airport, the quiet return comes, right on the heels of a whirlwind global schedule that saw the group traveling across continents to deliver unforgettable performances for their massive international fan base. After successfully wrapping up the European leg of their massive world tour with grand concert shows in Paris, the group immediately boarded a flight to the United States. Their trip to North America was framed by high expectations and immense excitement from football enthusiasts and music fans alike. Upon arriving in the United States, BTS took center stage for one of the biggest global sporting events in recent history. The group was invited to perform at the prestigious closing ceremony of the FIFA World Cup 2026, delivering a sensational show that thrilled millions of spectators, both inside the stadium and watching around the globe. Their electrifying performance once again proved their incomparable global reach and solidified their status as world-class entertainers capable of uniting international audiences. With their official commitments for the tournament successfully concluded, the members of BTS prepared to wrap up their North American itinerary and head back home to South Korea. Fans eagerly anticipated the group's return, gathering in large numbers at the airport to catch a glimpse of the superstar musicians as they landed back on home soil. However, as the group emerged from the arrival gates, keen-eyed fans and media personnel quickly noticed a significant absence among the members. Fan cam footage recorded by dedicated fans at the airport clearly captured the arrival of the group, but viewers soon realized that youngest member, Jungkook, was nowhere to be seen alongside Jimin and the rest of the members. The video clips, which swiftly circulated across social media platforms, showed the remaining members navigating through the crowd under tight security. But the missing presence of the youngest member immediately sparked widespread curiosity and discussion among the online community. Among the returning members, Jimin particularly drew the attention of the crowd due to his noticeably low energy levels and somber expression. Walking through the terminal with his head slightly bowed, he appeared remarkably disengaged from the surrounding excitement, rarely offering his trademark warm smiles or enthusiastic waves to the fans lining the barricades. His quiet stance and reflective mood immediately stood out to those who have followed his usual bright and lively airport appearances over the years. Speculation quickly mounted among fans and observers regarding the underlying reason behind Jimin's visible lack of spirit during the arrival. Many followers began connecting his melancholy mood directly to the absence of Jungkook, with whom he shares a famously close friendship both on and off the stage. The stark contrast between his usual energetic persona and his subdued presence at the airport led many to conclude that he was feeling the weight of parting ways with his bandmate after spending so much time together on tour. Industry insiders soon clarified that Jungkook had remained behind in the United States to fulfill separate, pre-scheduled individual commitments. While the rest of the group boarded their flight back to Seoul, the youngest member had to stay in America to oversee his own personal agenda and upcoming projects, leaving a bandmate behind after weeks of non-stop travel and high pressure. Performances is rarely easy, especially given the tight-knit bonds shared by the group members. The emotional dynamic between the members has long been a defining feature of the group's public identity and charm. Having spent years training, performing, and traveling together across the globe, the members have developed deep fraternal bonds that make temporary separations noticeable to their observant fan base. Fans pointed out that after the intense adrenaline of a World Cup performance, adjusting to a sudden split in their roster likely added to the overall exhaustion felt by the Returning members. Social media platforms were quickly flooded with messages of support and concern from fans around the globe following the release of the airport footage. Supporters voiced their deep empathy for Jimin, urging fellow fans to give the artist space and understanding as he copes with the physical strain of global travel and the temporary separation from his close friend. Thousands of heartwarming posts trended online, sending encouraging messages to ensure the singer felt loved despite his quiet mood. At the same time, fans expressed great enthusiasm for Jungkook's remaining activities in the United States, eagerly anticipating what the talented artist has in store for his individual schedule, though his absence was felt at the airport. Supporters understand that managing both group and solo commitments is a natural part of the artist's evolving careers. Excitement remains high for whatever creative projects he is currently working on overseas. Long-distance travel and back-to-back stadium performances naturally take a heavy physical and emotional toll on artists of this caliber, crossing multiple time zones from Europe to North America before finally flying back to Asia represents a grueling schedule that would tire even the most experienced performers. It is entirely understandable that the sheer exhaustion of such a demanding itinerary contributed heavily to Jimin's quiet demeanor upon landing. Despite the temporary sadness over their split travel schedules, fans remain confident that the group will reunite on home soil once all individual international schedules are completed. The strong bond shared between Jimin and Jungkook has been proven time and again, assuring followers that this brief separation is merely a small pause in their shared journey. Fans look forward to seeing the pair back together, sharing their usual warm chemistry once their busy agendas align again. Management agencies have continually prioritized the health and well-being of the artists during such intensive international promotions, ensuring they receive adequate rest following major global events. As the returning members take time to recharge in Korea after their historic World Cup performance, fans are hoping Jimin gets the restful break he deserves after a remarkably successful but demanding leg of their tour. Ultimately, the airport incident highlights the intense focus and deep emotional connection that surrounds every movement of these global superstars. Whether performing on the world's biggest stages or simply walking through an airport terminal, Jimin's genuine emotions continue to resonate deeply with millions of fans worldwide, demonstrating the profound bond between the artist, his bandmates, and his supportive global audience. The iconic bond between Jimin and Jungkook, affectionately dubbed Jikook by millions of fans around the globe, forms one of the most endearing emotional cornerstones of BTS's modern identity. From their early training days in Busan to becoming international icons, their shared roots gave them an immediate, unspoken understanding that set the foundation for a lifelong brotherhood. Over a decade of growing up under the intense global spotlight has only deepened this relationship, transforming two ambitious young artists into an inseparable duo whose natural chemistry effortlessly shines both on and off the stage. Their close-up camaraderie has always been defined by a unique mix of playful banter, deep mutual respect, and a shared comfort in each other's presence. Fans have long cherished their legendary travel adventures, where the pair frequently embarked on spontaneous trips together during rare breaks from their demanding schedules. These intimate getaways, captured in cozy vlogs and travel series, showcased a side of the superstars that felt remarkably grounded, revealing two best friends simply enjoying good food, scenic drives, and unfiltered laughter far away from stadium crowds and camera crews. Beyond their travel chronicles, their frequent culinary bonding sessions became a staple of their public charm, creating countless memorable moments for their global audience. Whether hosting late-night mukbang live streams from hotel rooms across the world or casually sharing comfort meals after grueling rehearsals, food always served as their favorite medium for relaxation. These casual, unscripted moments allowed fans a rare glimpse into their genuine dynamic, where comforting silences were just as telling of their closeness as their endless teasing over who ate the last bite. On stage and behind the scenes during massive world tours, their bond served as a crucial, emotional anchor amid the immense pressure of global stardom. Throughout countless high-stakes performances, Jimin and Jungkook were consistently spotted offering subtle yet powerful gestures of encouragement to one another, from quiet backstage pep talks and reassuring shoulder pats, before stepping onto massive arena stages to playful, improvised choreography during live shows. They constantly monitored each other's physical energy and emotional well-being throughout demanding concert schedules. This deep-rooted history makes any sudden physical separation between the two particularly noticeable, especially following major landmark events. Having navigated the immense adrenaline and emotional highs of performing at prestigious international venues side by side for years, the transition to solo travel can feel abruptly quiet. When one member stays behind for independent engagements while the other departs, the contrast highlights just how accustomed they have become to experiencing every major milestone as a united pair. For casual observers trying to understand why a temporary separation might affect their demeanor, this rich backstory provides essential context. Their friendship is not merely a professional partnership, but an emotional sanctuary built through years of shared sacrifices, triumphs, and daily routines. After weeks of non-stop travel and performing together at the absolute peak of their careers, having to split up at an airport terminal naturally leaves a tangible void, making a somber mood entirely understandable for anyone who values a close brotherhood. Ultimately, the dynamic between Jimin and Jungkook continues to resonate deeply because it reflects a rare, genuine connection forged through shared dreams and unwavering loyalty. As both artists continue to evolve individually while maintaining their unbreakable group bond, their enduring friendship remains a comforting constant for fans worldwide. No matter how far apart their busy schedules may take them across the globe, their shared history ensures that their strong brotherhood remains as solid and central to their journey as ever.